action. The one, the only.
In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis.
Welcome back to In the Life with Steve Stanulis. I'm Steve Stanulis. One more time, let's get up for the cast of Savage and Limbo. Big round of applause. Now I have to say, I have to take a little personal gratitude in sitting with you guys because I came up with this concept and we came up with a great cast. And what I want to do is I want to introduce every single one of you. So just Mario, just announce who you are and just say what you're doing with the play and how we came to pass.
Oh, well, my name is Mario Corey, and I'm going to be directing Savage and Limbo. And I've already worked with Steve. I directed him in another play that was an off-Broadway play. It was called In Love Again.
In
right?
Love Again, yes.
And Steve was brilliant in it, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And then he called me and asked me if I wanted to direct Savage and Limbo, and I said, absolutely. I said, because it's such a brilliant play, and the playwright, John Patrick Shanley, is just amazing.
Sure,
So-
and now for real quick, so everybody in the audience who doesn't know or watching live, whatever, John Patrick Shanley is he's a contemporary playwright. He's like, if you want to do a film or you want to do a play, he's like this Martin Scorsese of plays for me. So
I think he is too.
He's on Moonstruck. What was his other big play movie, Mario? There's another big one.
Don't ask me
Frankie
that.
Frankie and Johnny. So
Frankie and
yeah,
Johnny, okay.
John Patrick Shanley is like one of my all-time favorites. So when we had the ability to do this play, and Mario said he wanted to come aboard, and I was like, where do we sign on? So yeah, and we assembled a cast. So Mike, just tell us what you're playing and how we came about, and tell us about your audition process.
My name's Michael McFadden. I'll be playing Merc. My audition process was to do a monologue from a play called Chinese Coffee by Ira Lewis.
Tell us how you feel, Mike, really.
That was basically.
You're lucky your monologue wasn't as bad as this fucking interview. You never made the fucking play.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something.
What the fuck is going on here?
Wait a minute.
No, start again, Mike.
Why he was so good is because he didn't say that much during the.
I guess so. Good thing you'd have to do an interview for your audition. So go ahead. So tell us about Merc. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Well, Merc, and feel free to really just disagree with me and cut this apart because I'm sitting right next to the director. But I saw Merc as kind of the chorus of the play, or in terms of like a human psyche, he would be the superego, whereas your character, Tony, would be all id. And so he really just sits back and watches these four other characters just rip each other to pieces, and he's really horrified by it.
He's also a nasty son of a bitch. He's not a nice guy.
Right. And
He's
again,
not a nice guy.
And again, for everybody in the world who doesn't know what Savage and Limbo is, it's a play that takes place in a Bronx bar. So it's a real New York style play, and everybody here is a real New York character actor, and everybody has their own thing going on. But go ahead. So
what I saw is his whole reason for being is predicated on the presence of April, who's not here with us, coming into the bar, and everyone else coming in is really an interruption of that. That's the way I see it. I'm sure I'll be.
It's all about him. It's all about him. It's all about him. Typical actor.
Man of so many words.
Typical actor.
It's actually a play about a lot of different situations. It's not a play that everybody connects. There's individual moments for everybody in this play. And I'm going to try to bridge that gap just a little bit.
right,
Just a little bit.
And again, we're going to go through each person. But again, I just want to educate everybody who doesn't know the play. Tony, who I play, and John will be playing when we're going to alternate when I'm not out there. Tony basically is Italian American. He's dealt with a lot of women. He's a womanizer, and
Typecasting.
and basically he has sex with an ugly chick, and now he wants to date ugly women. So
hasn't?
what happens is He's dating
Linda.
Linda Savage, who is Kim Birch, and
Linda Rotunda.
Linda Rotunda, Kim Birch, but you are Kim Birch.
Yes, I'm.
Yes.
In real life.
In real life.
Steve, can we
getting
say
the
something?
character.
Yes, yeah.
Can we say something about Kim? Because when
Yes.
she came in,
Oh yeah, this is the best story of all time.
when Kim came in, we asked her if she had a monologue ready, and she didn't. She didn't have a monologue. So I said, "What? Steve,
No, I did
what's
not.
going on?" She goes, "Please, I want to come in. I want to read for this part. I really want to do this
It
part."
wasn't that bad.
I
Corey.
said, "It was close. It was close." But what she did, she said, "All right." I said, "Go outside, see if you can get your monologue together." She came back, which was
Which we were laughing because when somebody tells me you don't have a monologue prepared, I'm like, first of all, you're an actor. How do you not have a monologue? Whatever. So whatever happened. So
You got the part.
it became like a joke. So what happened was
You got the part.
we ended up, and Mario goes, "You're never gonna believe it. This chick came back." So I said, "Oh man, that's all right. All right, let's fuck it. It's the end of the day. Let's get a laugh." So Kim comes in, and what does she do?
well, she read a piece from Shakespeare, which blew us away. I said, "What?" And I love Shakespeare. And I was going, no, she didn't do something from Shakespeare, did she? And she did it brilliantly. I mean, she really knocked me off my socks, and same with Steve.
Golf clap.
Right,
And
but
we said, "You're coming back." That's for sure.
but the funny thing is, if you're not an actor, to not have a monologue at all, and then come back and nail Shakespeare is like.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It was just in the back of my mind. I need
Right.
to access
So
it.
Kim, just tell us who you are and what you'll be playing in the play and a little about your character.
Okay, I'm Kimberly Birch, and my character is Linda Rotunda. So she's sort of the neighborhood slut, and she's dating Tony, and they have this sort of tumultuous relationship. And see, when I read Linda, I sort of felt like Linda was more of a sad character, that someone that you could really feel bad for, and she's sort of just searching for purpose, as all the other characters are in this sort of purposeless world. So
That's very deep, Kim.
well, I can come up
Between
with
you and Judy, I don't know who's deeper tonight. It's a deep.
Have no fear.
I just ripped that out of my
I'm as
head.
shallow as a baby pool, so don't worry about it.
That's the Shakespeare in her.
So go ahead.
That's the Shakespeare.
So go ahead.
Basically, it.
No, absolutely. And just tell us
She
about
says what's on her mind.
right. And just tell us about the audition process for you.
Well, okay. I got called in last minute for it. And like I said, I was told there was supposed to be size there, which you're right. Every actor should have a monologue prepared.
And her agent is Fran Dreschner, by the way. Who,
She might be watching.
yeah, she's gonna probably be watching. I'm sorry, she's not
I'm gonna
Fran
get a
Dreschner.
call later. This week like that.
We're gonna refrain that, but yeah. So it was like dealing with Joey's agent from Friends, but yeah. But we are definitely happy to have Kim aboard.
Thank
And
you.
then we have one of my old faithful, Miss Tina Kraus. So Tina, tell us who you're playing.
I'm Denise Savage. I'm the Savage in Limbo, go figure.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
You mind if I have another story?
Go ahead, please.
I want to hear this.
She wants to hear the story. When Tina came in, I never met her before. So she came in and she came really dressed down, okay? Now, she did a great audition. I looked online. I went online to check her out, see what she is. Online, I go look, and all of a sudden, I see this pinup girl. She's a knockout. She's got a bikini on and this and that, and all like this and going like
Big
that.
boobs. Big
Like
boobs.
this and like that.
I said, yeah. And I said, what the heck did that come from?
Right.
Big boobs.
She's got big bombs, everything. I was like,
The greatest
well, you would never
interview
know.
ever.
No, because she came in totally dressed down.
Right,
I said,
right.
she wants the part.
Right.
She wants the part.
Right.
And that's what she did to get the part, and it worked.
What?
Besides doing
that you
great.
that you seen on IMDb in a
IMDb, I'm still looking at it till today.
Go back next week. There's going to be 5 more things.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So just tell us about the audition process.
Okay, so I looked up the play because I didn't know about it. I wasn't sure what it was, and I read different parts. I didn't know which one I was going to be casted for, so I kind of just took it all in. Being in the Bronx in a bar, who hasn't been if you're from New York? and all the sad stories. I mean, I'm a bartender, so I hear it all. Believe me. All right. So I was looking at after I found out the sides for Denise Savage, I was looking and she's kind of well, furthest thing I would ever think to be casted for is a virgin. Okay.
Don't look at me.
Now we're all looking at you.
What?
We went from pin-up to virgin. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
So she's kind of, to me, she's kind of this girl who is just beckoning for a new beginning, trying to get out of this rut of not finding the right guy, never being able to get a good date, never be able to keep one, never having sex, which is terrible. Absolutely.
What did she take? What was she saying before the segment started?
I love how you've gone full circle. You've gone full circle. We've discussed Like a Virgin with Judy.
Right, Like a Virgin.
And now we're right back to it with
Virgin. Right. That's crazy, but yes.
So I actually, my monologue, because it was this like kind of depressing kind of a thing with Denise Savage, who actually loses in the end anyway, again. I went with a monologue from actually a television show, and not a very popular one, called The Principal. And it kind of has that feel of like being in the ghetto and also being stuck in a rut and never seeing, like, you can fantasize about the light at the end of the tunnel, but actually in reality, it's still the same thing. And it never seems to break. So I did Isla Morales' little monologue in that movie. Of course, I tweaked it for a girl, but it's just basically, I saw her as being very, like, it's helpless. It's a helpless situation. And no matter how hard you think, oh my God, I might get this guy because he wants ugly girls who can read. And then this pinup girl comes trotting out,
With big boobs. Anyway,
Big boobs.
John, so tell us, how this came to pass that you were going to be working as
your
Tony.
backup.
Well, I don't want to say backup, but no.
Well,
When
listen,
I'm not, no, you're not my backup. When I'm not there, you're there. So.
Steve, it's the greatest position in the play. I come in and
No, you're not.
it
I don't
really
want to say
is.
no. Listen,
I get
wait,
to
wait,
come
wait.
in.
You're not my backup. You're not my.
I get to come in.
I'm not going to be there all the time, so you are going to be there.
Wait a
when I'm not
minute.
there.
That wasn't the agreement. I thought I was getting paid to rehearse.
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Oh,
go.
I have to do it. Oh, okay. No, it's really great for me. I mean, my name's John Thompson, and usually I do film. And I went to Strasbourg and I studied the theater, and I've always wanted to do it, but it's a huge undertaking when you're working as an actor in film to take the time to do a play. And I always wanted to do it, and when this is the right play for me. And originally I came in to read for Merck, and I wasn't right for that because I'm too handsome.
Nice.
So
What is he
Steve
trying to say? What's he
contacted
saying,
me.
Mike?
I'm not really saying that.
What is
no,
he saying,
but Steve
Mike?
contacted me.
Well, look
I'm
at
just
him.
making myself feel good because I didn't get the part, man. So Steve contacted me. He was like, you know what? You're completely wrong for Merck in every which way possible. But
I did say that.
he did.
I
But
don't-
the good news is we like you, and if my hip goes out, you can play Tony. So I said, all right.
If I have an aneurysm, I didn't say that. I said if I have an aneurysm.
Yeah, an aneurysm.
God forbid I
You
get by
know,
a car.
So I have big feet. I could
Taken by a
trip them.
spaceship.
I could trip them,
You can play me.
But it really was the right play because basically what I love about it is it's a play about people that are essentially broken at a young age, and they don't really know how to get out of it. And that's fascinating to me because I guess maybe from my, looking into it, I would say, well, this is how I would get out of it. But they don't know how.
Right.
And they've all found one another in this dingy bar in the Bronx. And they're real people. It's a story about real people with real issues. And they pour their hearts out. And to take part in that, for me, it's well worth any time I have to spend on it. And getting to meet the cast and getting to work with you personally, I'm really looking forward to it.
No, me
And,
too. I just want to be one other thing. I just want to hear Mike interview again real quick. I want to ask Mike another question, but
the guy that you
I want to Mike.
Going over notes in my head.
So, for everybody out there, the plays hopefully will be starting by I think the end of May.
Yes.
If all goes well. The theater's going to be on 42nd and
Eighth.
8th? 42nd and 8th?
9th and 10th, actually.
I'm sorry, 42nd, 9th and 10th. One more time, let's get it up for John Patrick Shanley's cast, Savage and Limbo. Woo! We'll be back in 2 minutes, 2 seconds. We'll be right back.
That was fun.
Good.
Oh my God.
Mike, that was all. Nailed it.
In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life.
Welcome back to In the Life with Steve Stanulis. Again, we had an amazing show. Big round of applause for all our guests. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Twisted Sister, Nick Brooks, and now Deborah Twist. We'll see you in 2 weeks on In the Life with Steve Stanulis. One more time, if you dream, dream out loud. We'll see you soon. Have a great night.
In the life with Steve Stanulis. In the life